Hi, okay, in this video tutorial I'm going to tell you a little bit about backgrounds. Now there's two ways that you can use or create or gather the assets for the background of your games. And the first way is of course to go and look for a background that is already available to you. Now it depends on the theme of your game, but I'll just give you an idea of how I searched for mine. Now I've chosen a popular game for the choice of my platform game, but I'm looking for Mario game background. And just press enter in here and go into images. Now you'll see that there are a number of different images that would be appropriate for your game, and you can just scroll through. Now obviously you want to find the one with the least amount of characters already on the top of it, so something with very little going on in the background. You also need to have a large image. Now you can see when I'm rolled over this one, you've got a number of pixels here, 1920 by 1200. Now it's important that you do get a high resolution image for your game. Now if you wanted to choose something like this, you could of course hide what's already there with perhaps some objects in your game. So when you've decided on the background that you would like to use in your game, you simply click on it, let it load a minute so you get the full resolution image. Now I'm going to go with this one. It's very simple, and then I'm going to right click, save the image as, and then save this into my home drive. Now of course when you have that file saved and you're in GameMaker here, you need to add that image file to your backgrounds folder. So you right click on the backgrounds folder, create the background, give it a name. I'm just going to call my background 1 to be quite honest. Might have a different background in another level, and then I'd call that background 2. So load it in, and then you go and search for that image that you've saved in your area, and you click open. You can see that now this image file has retained its original proportions from the internet, 800 by 500. Now if you have anything less than that, for example you had sort of 200 by 200, it wouldn't be big enough to be stretched out in the room. And let's see that in action now. So I'll go and create a room, and this is how you attach the background in your room. So you go to the backgrounds tab here, and then because I've got a background in my folder, it can populate this drop down menu and select background. I can choose to stretch it, and some of you will need this, so that it fits the entire image into the box that you have. Or you can think about the number of pixels, so 800 by 500, and then change your room settings so the width is actually 800 by 500. So it matches exactly the size of the image. And of course then you can build your room around this. Click OK. Now this is all okay as long as the room is only this size. But of course if you want to extend it further, you might look at making the room, for example, 4000 pixels wide, in which case you would like this background to be tiled, because it will go on forever without losing any quality. Now if I was to show you this, if I stretched this, it just wouldn't look right at all. So what I've actually done here is I've tiled it, and tiled it along the horizontal, more importantly. So when one image ends at 800 wide, another one starts. Okay, so that is the tutorial on how to choose a background from the internet and load it into your game.